Hello everyone, welcome to Jennifer's Sewing and Crochet. If this is your first time joining one of my videos, welcome. If you're joining from a previous video, welcome back. Today we're going to continue on with the how to punch needle embroidery. In the first video I told you about the actual punch needle set and where you can purchase them. I also have a video on the supplies that you will need to get started. And in my previous video, I showed you how to assemble your pen, place the proper needle that you will be using in the pen, then how to set your depth. I also showed you how to thread it. In that previous video, I was using a black thread. I have gone ahead and re-threaded the needle with a maroon thread so I can show you how to start punching today on your fabric. You're first going to want to refer to your manual that comes with your pen, and it's going to tell you how to properly hold your pen. If you do not hold it correctly, your loops will not be accurate in the fabric. You'll have little loops on top, uneven loops on the bottom. So it's very important to set your depth at a consistent depth that you're going to be using. You can use different depths. I will show you that in a future video. But how to properly hold your pen. If you hold your pen correctly, you are going to get consistent loops. Okay? So to do that, you're going to have your pen threaded. You're going to set your pen to the depth that whatever you're going to be using. In my case, I am using the number 3. You can see the 3 here. So I will set my pen with the little indicator pin in the needle. You can see that little pin in there. So I will set it to a 3. Then you will pull your thread down to approximately 1 inch from the end of your needle. And then you're going to hold your pen so it'll show you right here in the little photo. You want the bevel of your pen towards your front. Your thumb will be held just like a regular pen, and then the pin in the needle will all be in the direction that you will be punching. So you will have it all lined up, okay? So if you notice the bevel of the needle, okay? The pin and your thumb are all lined up. Okay, so then what you're going to do is when you very first start punching, whatever your design's going to be, is you want to do the outline first. Okay, so I am going to start punching in this corner. Let me pull my thread down just a little more. And what you want to do is place your pen right down on that line. Have your hand lined up, all with the point of the needle, the pin, and your thumb. Okay? I actually did a stitch already. Take that back out. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to follow your outline of your pattern first. And you're going to punch in to the fabric, and my fabric isn't quite, I don't like the tension of it, so I'm going to remove my pen and I'm going to pull my fabric just a little bit tighter. I stated in a previous video that you want your fabric to be drum tight, so I'm going to tighten this just a little. Okay, So now you can hear it's drum tight. And a good thing when you are punching, when you put it down into the fabric, is you want to hear almost a little pop, okay? Let me tilt this way just a little bit more, because I'm going to brace it up against myself just to hold the hoop a little bit better. And then I am going to just follow. You're going to lift up, and you actually want the little ends of your thread to be on top. Okay, so then you're going to pick up and keep the tip of your needle right on the fabric and pop back down. Lift up, pop back down, lift up, pop back down, and continue all the way. And you're going to hear a little like a click and a pop when you put it through the fabric. And you can see on the other side that my loops are showing through. I am going to continue on with doing my outline, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have done the first line of my outline. Let me tilt my camera back just a little bit. There you go. Get into the better lighting. And what you're going to do is, since you already have one portion finished, you're going to right up against those very stitches of the previous color. You're going to continue your outline. So just gently right along that line. You'll hear my little pop, hopefully. You know you are punching correctly if you hear that little pop when you're putting the needle through the fabric. You, like I said, you don't want to pick your needle up if you, like so. So you'll see that I got this big loop. So if that happens, just pull it right back down, right till your needle is at the tip of the fabric, and just continue punching. You don't want to take large stitches, and that is shown right here in your diagram book. If you do stitches that are inconsistently, if the lengths are uneven and the stitch lengths poor, you're going to have gaps in your loops. Your loops will not be uniform. So you want to stay with consistent sized loop, spacing and loops all the way around your project. Okay. They say here to even stitches and uniform space, typically 1 needle width between stitches and half needle width between rows. As you can see on mine, some of them aren't quite uniform. This is my second piece of needle turn, or I'm sorry, punch needle. It worked out for me on the other side, the spacing. This, I wanted it really dense, so it did work out for me. If you notice that your stitches are being a little spaced like they are in this one, in this side, You can go back in those spots and repunch, but you can also flip your work over and make sure that it does look okay from the other side. If it does look okay, you don't have to worry about going back and filling in those little spots. Just make sure that there's no gaps in the front of your work. So you can see the small portion that I have already punched. You can see the little loops. I'm really sorry if the lighting is off today. It is really overcast. So I'm going to continue with my outline along the black border, and I will be right back. Okay, so I have the outline along the black edge filled, and I am continuing on to where I started. You will see on the opposite side, I don't know if you can see those colors very well. You'll see the maroon right on the edge of the black. And my colors are not showing up. The lighting is just really horrible today. And you'll just continue on, finish till you get to where you started, and then work in your empty space until you got it completed, like I do on these. And that is all there is to needle punch. You can do just about anything you set your mind to. You can make keychains, you can make your own type of fabric and sew your pieces together. Whatever you set your mind to, you can just about do needle punch. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you wish. Also, in the next video, I am going to show you how you can use fishing swivels on how to separate your thread quickly. When you're doing needle punch, you want a long piece of thread so you don't have to keep threading your needle every 5 minutes or so. If you use a short piece of thread, it's going to run out quickly, and you're going to find that you're constantly threading your needle. So please stay tuned for the next video, and I will show you a little separation hack where you can separate a complete skein of embroidery floss. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.